Well, here we are again. I'm picking right up where we left off. Welcome back, guys and ladies, to Trespasser. Here we are, just about to enter Dr. Wu's house. We got a couple of boys over there. They're kind of probably not too happy, considering one of their comrades is lying dead on the basketball court back there. He's what do they call it when they in basketball when the players take a fall to try to cheapo their way to victory? Anyway, let's get going. Here's Dr. Wu's house. It's looking kind of... I don't know. This just doesn't really feel like the kind of place like a dude like Dr. Wu would have, right? Like, I picture Wu living in like an apartment, not this like garage. And like, never... Like, check this out. Like this... Oh, does this open? Yeah. Let's go in here. Like, I don't know. Is it just me or does this garage seem kind of like... Like, you know, what are you gonna park in here? You know, you're gonna park like, you know, a mom mobile, like an SUV kind of thing, right? You're not gonna be parking. There's that occlusion again. You're not gonna be parking, you know, like a nerd car here. You know, your Toyota Corolla or whatever. Anyway, let's head in. Here's what we need: the key card. Oh my god, man, I forgot how bad the occlusion was in here. So if you remember my previous episode where I talked about occlusion, every building in this game, I believe, has an occlusion mesh built into it. And this one is either terrible or there's a whole bunch of seams in the mesh. Probably a little bit of both, knowing the way this game was designed. It was heavily rushed, very heavily rushed. I'm sure you've heard that a million times. Look, I don't even think the cupboards have physics. They don't. Hell, the counter doesn't have physics. I'm just clipping through it. We got some non-Euclidean geometry going on here. Well, maybe not. No, it's normal. It just doesn't have physics. This is a little non-Euclidean over here, but anyway, let's keep going. Dr. maybe...
was an only child from Ohio, a prodigy. He gained early attention for his undergraduate thesis at MIT.
Whoa, there we go. Oh, hey, look at that! Oh, I thought I landed it. It looked to me like I like kick-flipped that phone into the garbage bag. Oh, that would have been fucking rad. No, I blew it. Now I am the garbage. Anyway, let's carry on. I don't remember what I was gonna say about Wu. Here's the famous ool, which has no P in it. Ha 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 ha. That's not me coming up with the toilet humor this time. Last episode, the things got a little off the rails, so we're gonna try to rein it in this time. You know, make it a little more family friendly, cause you know, like, fuck me. Anyway, we got our red key card now. We'll wave this around, jiggle it around to return to the theme of jiggling. If there's one thing you should take from this game, one thing from this playthrough I really want you to learn is that Trespasser is very jiggly. So you can tell your friends that. Go to people and say, hey, you know, there's this playthrough, right? This guy, TheIdiot, he's a genius. He's a really smart guy. You know, he's clever, he's funny, and he says that his favorite game has a lot of jiggling. So you should try jiggling too. If we all would all just dig, if we all would jiggle, the world would be a better place.
No connections. Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You get nothing, you lose. Yeah, Hammond certainly lost. We can't go in the front door. It's a solid object that can't open. However, we can sneak around the back here. Open up the door, and here we are inside of John Hammond's mansion. It's a little grandiose, honestly. I always kind of feel like Hammond's a bit of a dick. Like, you know, with his giant mansion towering over everyone else's puny little huts that they live in. He's really embracing that capitalist greed. Not to get again too political, but anyway. Here we have the shitter. You know, I'd say I'm gonna try to make this more tasteful, and then I'm like, oh yes, here's where you take a crap. Anyway, some paint cans, more paint cans. I don't know what these are supposed to be. I guess a ladder, maybe? This is obviously a library with more two-dimensional books. Okay, look at this, right? Here's another Easter egg. Look at this. Gee, I wonder if maybe there's a hidden passage behind these books, considering it's misaligned and floating. So let's pop that bitch open.
Secret compartment.
Oh, what do we got here?
Some of my personal papers have been transferred to diskette.
So right here we have John Hammond's diskette. And again, this is something I don't want to bore you guys with this because I feel like everyone who's played this game will show this. But it's an Easter egg where you can listen to some of Hammond's old diaries from when he was, I guess, a wee lad up in Scotland, right? I'm sorry, Scottish people. I'm very sorry. And it's again, it's more cool lore stuff. It's kind of stuff that the movies don't really delve too much into. I do love in Jurassic Park the Petticoat Lane scene where Hammond and Dr. Sattler sit down and have... Ah, shit. Well, we're not going up there. Where Hammond and Dr. Sattler sit down and talk about their past, and Hammond goes on about his flea circus, Petticoat Lane. It's moments like those that... really make the first movie, to me, so special. Excuse me, again. I'm slowly losing my voice here. I don't know if you go back and listen to episode 1, if I'm really oh yes, welcome to my humble video, and then we get to this video and I'm like, I'm trying to talk, But yeah, Hammond's a very interesting character. Again, there's that interesting word again. I can't get it out of my head. I think it's one of my filler words, because I'm just, oh my god, my frame rate, what happened? Ugh. Uh-oh. Alright, so here's what's happening. Something somewhere has glitched the physics in the game, and my frame rate just plummeted to some insane thing because there's something glitching out somewhere in this vast level. So I am actually going to need to save my game, exit, and return, and I will do that in just a moment. Sorry about this, but this is one of the unfortunate issues with Trespasser. Stay tuned, guys. I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. You might notice something is a little bit different in that we're hearing the music again from the beginning of the level. So my save game basically just won't load because of that glitch we encountered last time. So I had to sort of cheat my way back here. I'm just gonna have to go quickly run, in quotation marks. let's just quickly obtain, shall we say, the key card, so that we can proceed as if nothing weird happened at all. Yeah, I basically lost all of my progress in this level, and I don't really feel like playing it again. I've played it so many times, and I'm not in the mood for that. It's late. It's like 1 a.m. I just want to carry on with my playthrough, so... Oh, look, and we even have to cheat our way through the gate now. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? Marvin the Martian. Anyway, so let's keep going. Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Like I said, Trespasser is... even though here I am playing it 2025 on DirectX 11 on a modern PC with all these enhancements, the game is still one big pile of shit, as Dr. Malcolm said. So let's just keep going. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. I'm gonna have no gun going into the next part of the level, but I'm decently confident in my ability to deal with fools like this guy over here. Let's just go around this rock. He won't be able to pathfind around the rock, hopefully. And I will be eating my words in probably a few seconds, I would suspect. Let's see. Yep, and there it is, deking me out. Let's just, I don't know, let go over here. Sidestep that.
Southward to the ruins, eastward to the power plant and laboratory.
Whoop, taking some damage here. Taking a bit of damage. Come on. Come on. Alright. The raptors really are, once you learn their sort of behavior, they're fairly easy to dodge, but eventually they will kill you. I'm almost dead. Let's see if we can escape. Watch this. Here we go. Ready? Ready? Watch this. Check it out. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Alright. Goodbye. So yeah, that gate you can actually... I didn't have to do any of that town shit. I could have just weaseled my way through the gate here, like the true cheapskate that I am. But yeah, I have the key card for that. But you know what they say. Life is like a pile of dino droppings. It stinks. So here we are entering the next part of town. This is still the same level. I continues on for a little bit into this area, which is all that remains of the plains level I mentioned when we were playing jungle or industrial jungle level 3. This is all that's left of it. Not a whole lot. It's a long valley that leads up toward the dam. It doesn't look like I would have expected it to look. The terrain texture has generally changed over time. The ground would have looked quite different in the original state. And you can actually kind of tell because the road here, the edges of the road are using the texture from Pine Valley, which is the deleted level. Oh no! Here they come! Introducing...
It was extraordinary. Like a solid wall.
T-Rex number 1! And your second competitor runner-up, T-Rex number 2. Another kid's show there, actually, I'm reminded of is Uh-Oh on YTV. Oh, man. I watch that every fucking day, and you know what? If it was still on, I'd still watch it every day, because that show is legendary. If you are a fellow Canadian of the age of like 30 to like 28 to 30, like I am, that's a very specific range. I think if you just say you're like, you know, a zillennial like I am, you're gonna know about Uh-Oh. And if you're not, well, you are missing out because honestly, every other kid show sucks. That's not true. I love cartoons as well. Big fan of Powerpuff Girls, Scooby-Doo, all that stuff. It's all totally unrelated to like the context of what I'm playing here, but you know, we gotta fill the time with something as we walk down probably my least favorite part of the game here. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. And there I was at the start of the game saying that I would only die to stupid things, and here I am being stupid. So I was partially right, I guess. Anyway, yeah, this guy's eating us. You get to continue looking around while you're dead, so you can watch the dinosaur like devour you. I'm gonna just quickly load. And we're back here. God damn it. I didn't even think I had a gun on me. I will get back to where I was supposed to be. I will get back to where you once belonged. And, God, I'm old. I will get back to where I was, and I will see you in a moment. Alright, here I am again. My friend, Mr. Velociraptor has come to play.
6 left.
End his life.
5, 3,
Come on.
1. That's it.
Cool. Alright, that guy, this area actually, I don't really like this area. I find it very empty, like, you know, there's a lack of trees, lack of scenery, lack of cool stuff to look at. You know, there's this really, really big boulder here. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock! That's SpongeBob who says that, actually. I did the wrong voice. Yeah, this area is honestly kind of lame. I wish I could skip it. But in the interest of showing you guys the whole game, I'm gonna walk it. I'm gonna walk the 500 miles, like what is it? The Proclaimers, the Irish guys. I will walk 500 miles. Oh my God, I'm so getting. After this playthrough, everyone of every like nationality is going to hate me.
I recommend helicopters, if you've got them.
As I continue to butcher accents left and right. But yeah, this is this area here. Anyway, let's get back to the somewhat educational. This area here is all that remains of the long-lost plains level. Actually, the end of the valley down there where I encountered the T-Rexes, that was actually open as far as we've been able to discern. It was open to what would have been the plains, which would have been the whole area behind that mountain range there. Which it would have been probably one of the largest levels in the game, if not the largest, but it would have been so vast, and I feel like so much of it would have just been this. Oh shit. Honestly, I feel like it probably would have sucked, so I'm a little happy they cut it.
7, 5,
Come on! Come on, do it! Come on, kill me! Come on, you know! Fuck. Oh my God. Yeah, there's a lot of velociraptors here, not a lot of guns. This area is pretty challenging if you're new to the game. Challenging to me even. Here I am, nearly dying. Time to make a run for it. Gotta try to use the terrain to my advantage here. Be a little strategic, or would that be tactical? I don't know. The velociraptors can't really walk properly on slopes. They get a little confused. They get into a little bit of a kerfuffle over it.
1.
Alright, that's all we have for ammo.
That's it.
Fortunately, the cool thing is you can actually pick up guns that have no ammo and use them as like a melee weapon. So I'm gonna, if this guy comes at me, I'll try to bash his head in with my shotgun here. Cool shotgun too. This is the Spas 12 that Muldoon has in the movie in Jurassic Park. He also has in his cabinet, actually, little known fact, he has a, I believe in his holster he's got a pistol of some kind. I think it's a Colt 1911. And oh boy, I'm squeezing through the terrain like a, alright, let's not say that. I was going for the toilet humor angle. You guys know what I was gonna say. I hope you guys are as immature as I am, otherwise I'm gonna get no views on this video. But yeah, you can kind of squeeze your way through the terrain due to, again, the way the physics box works. That is Anne's feet. Her would that be proverbial? No, her non-existent feet, which are just a rotating cube. Alright.
Around 10.
I guess they should call her Cubert or something.
9. 8.
I hate this gun. See, the rate of fire is just smelly. It's absolutely smelly. And like I'm trying to shoot him. I'm sitting there clicking the right mouse. I don't know if you can hear that, or the left mouse, which is my shoot button. And the gun is just like, oh, hang on a second, I gotta reload. I know I said earlier that it's based on the Browning automatic rifle, I believe, but like. I think it's more like the Browning semi-automatic rifle, I think, in this game, because it's just garbage. It's the civilian version, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know a whole lot about firearms, and I don't really care to know, so let us carry on. Let's see if we can snipe this guy.
7.
Yep.
6.
Boom. Guy? Nope. I'm like leaned in all closely now. I'm like, whoa, here we go. This is it, boys.
3, 2. 1.
I think this part is meant to be like kind of an epic encounter, but shotguns, pretty much every gun in this game has absolutely, and in fact every gun in this game has absolutely no spread at all to the shot, so as long as you're lined up you can just smoke any dinosaur from any distance, including with shotguns. Shotguns just fire single projectiles basically. They don't and they don't really trace either. I'm not really sure how the guns work in this game, if you want to get technical about it. I don't think it's hit scanning.
5 shots.
Maybe it is, it hit scans where you're pointing. They do have a physics box kind of that determines where their muzzle is, which points in the direction of where their bullets will travel, but I don't really know if the bullets travel so much as they just spawn where they hit, if that makes any sense. Also, here's the dam. Getting back on track, this is the big dam, which, the goddamn big dam, which is, I guess, blocking off this valley, but it doesn't really make any sense, because if we go up here, we see there's just... Like, what is the dam holding back? Nothing, because there's no reservoir. You can't really see down there too well. Oh yeah, there we go. But there's just no water, so either it dried up or they just built this because they're like, there'll be water there one of these days. You can actually walk down the crack in the dam there, you can kind of see. You can walk down that, and that leads into the floodgate at the bottom of the dam, where there's another Easter egg, which is the body of one Harold Greenwood. Whoop, just nudged my microphone. Which is, I guess he was meant to be sort of like a spy for Biosyn, biological synthetics, as we discussed. Another Nedry type who was sent to the island, I guess, to steal stuff after the Hurricane Clarissa took out the population of Isla Sorna. Didn't take them out, made them evacuate. And his skeleton can be found down in the dam there. I think he was meant to be more of an integral... Oh crap, I'm stuck in the geometry. There we go.
8 left.
He was meant to be a
8 left.
more integral part of Planes. I think he was supposed to have a little cave he was hiding in, and some kind of device that he carried with him. Hammond says that he had a device that... Greenwood carried with him a device that I only vaguely understood. I think he says something like that. I'm probably confusing multiple lines. Oh, here's another fun technical aspect we can talk about. You see Mount Watson over there. It's kind of like highlighted. It's like a white color. And then over there you can see the shoulder of the mountain kind of doesn't connect to that big white part of the mountain. That's because the white part of the mountain actually has no texture. It's just like a big model of a mountain. It's a big gray model of a mountain.
6. 5.
That, let me just kill this guy. That is basically standing in. It's like almost like a background object that's standing in for the mountain itself, because the terrain ends. You can see literally the edge of the terrain right there. The terrain ends right before the mountain it would actually begin on the terrain, because the terrain isn't contiguous in this game. It was rendered from like a little clay model, which again I can get a picture of that. I think if I'm well behaved, I can get a little picture of that and show you guys. But there was a little clay model of the island they built, which they sculpted the levels into after scanning it into a computer. It's very high tech, honestly, for 1998. Very impressive.
5. 4.
There we go. For its time. The whole game actually can be stitched together into a single contiguous landmass, which Tattoo and I have done in, mostly Tattoo, not really me, I helped a little bit, which means I did about 1% of the work. We've stitched all of the levels together into one massive terrain. So when you go up, when later in the game we head up to the top of Mount Watson up there, you can see across the whole island. In the current game, the fog kind of obscures that, but when you stitch the whole game together, you can see across the whole island. It's actually pretty fucking cool. But anyway, we'll jump over our friend here, and we will head into the next level, lab. Before I go into the next level, I just want to say that this is where we would have begun the Pine Valley level, the Lost level. This gate leads to Pine Valley. And in the terrain, there's a giant gap between levels where they cut Pine Valley out. If you look at the beta terrain, that gap isn't there. The area is complete. Anyway, this has been a long video, I think. I don't really know. I haven't been timing it again. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye!